When you hear the word fungus, chances are you're picturing a mushroom on the forest floor, or, maybe some gnarly mold in the back of your fridge. But that is barely scratching the surface. Today, we're going to dive deep into the hidden kingdom of fungi to show you how these organisms are the true unsung architects of our world. We're talking about a secret internet under our feet, all the way to the future of medicine and materials. So, let's explore the hidden kingdom that makes it all possible.
First, we're going to completely redefine what a fungus actually is. Then, we'll explore this vast, underground network that literally connects entire forests. After that, we'll uncover the secrets of a fungal pharmacy that changed human history. And finally, we'll look at how fungi are, believe it or not, building the sustainable world of tomorrow.
All right, so first up, the hidden kingdom. This is where we unveil the true nature of fungi.
Seriously, take a second. What pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably a classic mushroom, right? Something you'd see growing in the woods, or maybe sliced into a salad. But what if I told you that's not really the fungus at all?
This is the real fungus. The true body is actually this hidden root-like network called mycelium. The mushroom we see up top, that's just the fruiting body. It has one job: spread spores. I love the analogy on the screen. It's perfect. The mushroom is just the apple, but the massive, sprawling mycelium is the actual tree.
Okay, and here's where the story gets really weird. For centuries, we just lumped fungi in with plants. Seemed to make sense, but modern genetics has revealed something absolutely shocking. They're much closer cousins to us, to animals, than they are to any plant on Earth.
This chart just breaks it all down so clearly. I mean, look at it. Plants, as we all know, make their own food from sunlight. But fungi, just like animals, they have to eat other organisms to survive. And check out the cell wall. Plants use cellulose, but fungi use something called chitin, which is the exact same tough material you find in an insect's shell. And for energy, fungi store it as glycogen, just like we do in our muscles.
So, let's just let that sink in for a second. Fungi eat like us. Their bodies are built with the same stuff as an insect's shell, and they store energy in the exact same way we do. They aren't plants, they are in a kingdom all their own, right next door to ours.
And when we talk about the sheer scale of that hidden mycelial body, it's mind-blowing. The largest known organism on Earth isn't a blue whale or a giant sequoia. Nope. It's a single fungus in Oregon, whose mycelial network covers 3.4 square miles. That is one single living thing. So now that we know what fungi are, let's explore what they do. We're headed underground to explore what scientists have nicknamed Earth's natural internet, or the Wood Wide Web.
Now, the whole foundation of this incredible network is a partnership called mycorrhizal, which literally just means fungus root. It's a relationship where both the fungus and the plant roots benefit, and let me tell you, it is the rule in nature, not the exception.
I mean, how common is it? Get this, up to 95% of all plant species on land depend on these fungal partnerships to survive and thrive. Without fungi, our forests, our fields, they would look dramatically different, if they could even exist at all.
The partnership works like this: simple, elegant bargain. The plant, right, it can make sugar from sunlight. It trades that energy with the fungus. And in return, the fungus uses its massive mycelial network like a super extended root system, pulling in crucial water and nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus that the plant just can't reach on its own. It's a perfect deal.
But this isn't just a deal between one plant and one fungus. Oh no. These individual links connect to form a massive, forest-wide system. You can think of it like a biological stock market, allowing resources to flow from where they're plentiful to where they're scarce, connecting giant trees and tiny seedlings all across the ecosystem.
And if that wasn't amazing enough, research now suggests these networks can transmit chemical distress signals. So when one plant gets attacked by pests, it can literally send a warning through the mycelium, alerting its neighbors to ramp up their own defenses before the threat even arrives. It's incredible.
Okay, so from networking entire ecosystems to saving human lives, let's shift gears. Welcome to our third section, from mold to medicine, and the story of how we unlock the secrets of the fungal pharmacy.
You know, the story of modern medicine really starts with a happy accident. A forgotten petri dish, a little bit of mold, and a very keen observation by Alexander Fleming. But a discovery is just step one. It took a dedicated team at Oxford to isolate the miracle compound, and then the sheer urgency of a world war to scale up production. And just like that, medicine was changed forever.
But penicillin was just the beginning. The fungal kingdom also gave us statins, discovered in Aspergillus mold, which are now a cornerstone of treating heart disease. And then there's cyclosporine, a compound from a soil fungus that suppresses the immune system just enough to prevent organ rejection. This is what made modern transplant surgery possible.
So fungi have already revolutionized our past, and now they're getting ready to revolutionize our future. Let's take a look at how we are quite literally building with biology through something called mycofabrication.
The process is brilliantly simple. You just take agricultural waste, like sawdust or straw, and you mix it with mycelium. Then you put that mix into a mold of any shape you want, and the mycelium just grows. It acts like a natural self-assembling glue. Once it's filled the mold, you bake it to stop the growth, and boom! You're left with a solid, lightweight material. You don't manufacture it, you grow it.
And the contrast with our traditional materials is just stark. I mean, look at this. A mycomaterial is grown from waste with very little energy, and at the end of its life, you can just throw it in your garden and it'll decompose. Polystyrene, styrofoam, is made from fossil fuels in a super energy-intensive process, and it will sit in a landfill for hundreds of years. It's night and day.
And the applications are incredible. We're already seeing mycelium used to make compostable packaging that's replacing styrofoam, but it can also be grown into fire-resistant insulation bricks for buildings. And get this, by growing pure sheets of mycelium, companies are creating a sustainable, high-quality alternative to both animal and plastic leather.
So, we've seen how fungi connect our forests, heal our bodies, and can literally build our future. But after all of that, I want you to just consider this one number.
That's right. Over 90%, the vast majority of all the fungal species on this planet are thought to be completely unknown to science. Everything we've talked about today, from penicillin to mycoleather, it all comes from that tiny little fraction that we do know. We have barely scratched the surface.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As we continue to explore this vast, hidden world right beneath our feet, what other secrets, what other medicines, what other materials, and what other ecological wonders does the Hidden Kingdom still hold for us?